Welcome, welcome. I told you that I was going to have another box come in from Heritage, which is right here, and we're going to get into that right now. I'd like to take this moment to thank you for coming back. Hopefully, when you see this is going to be at the tail end of that Arctic storm that blew in at the end of January. So I know that down here in Florida, we got the temperatures dropping back into the 40s again. That was not, that's not going to be very much fun. So basically, I'm commenting on the future weather, how it's going to feel, but I'm also hoping in the past, because that's when you're going to watch this. I don't know. It's just, all this stuff just gets a little bit, just back and forth of timelines and everything. I feel like I'm in the freaking, in a comic book myself, is this in canon or is this a different universe or whatever? But yeah, so I did get a package from Heritage, and if we go and take, let me just get my, let me get the browser set up so that we can take a look at the listing. I just want to sign in before. Oh, I don't know how to read. It's asking for my master password, and I'm putting in the unlock code like a genius. Yeah, so that's all right. So I'm going to sign in to Heritage, and we'll check out the listing. Okay, so I'm gonna move over there, and so you can see that now. I can bring the screen a little bit wider for you. All right, that gives you more of a full screen. Go to my orders, wherever that is, my Heritage, my orders, and past auctions. Okay. This is, load please. Okay, so this was an auction for DC Bronze Age Comics, group of 24. So there's only 24 books in here. Condition average is fine plus. And so what I saw in the pictures was Ragman #1, and yeah, it can't. No. 100. No. Oh my god. I've never used this before. This is weird. I cannot change this in the box. I don't know why. Alright, so I just use the slider. 100%. Okay. So this is what we saw. This is what they showed. So there was this Ragman #1, which you can see up here in the top left corner. There's a little bit of blunting, nothing too crazy. The rest of the top of it looks pretty good. Doesn't look like there's any tears. There's a little bit, blunted edge, a blunted corner on the top right. And then you can see here the rest of the, the open edge of the corner of the cover. You can't really tell. But going through the rest of the spine, it looked fairly clean. There's a little spine tick and little spine tick here, but for the most part, it, structurally it looked really good. This bottom corner down here did not look too bad at all. Yeah, inside the UPC, there's little stuff here, but I don't know if that's just from their scanner or the camera or whatever. Then we also have Swamp Thing #1 from the Saga of the Swamp Thing second series. And you can see, top left corner looks pretty nice. Top right corner looks a lot better than the Ragman #1. This one also, you look at the spine, like a little bit of staple tear, maybe loose staple. Don't really know, but for the most part, a little bit off wrap. But you can see that the spine itself is pretty good. Bottom right, bottom left corner doesn't look too bad. Then we have Our Army at War. This is number 240. Don't know anything about it, but you know, that's what the picture that they showed. So we've got blunted edge, a blunted corner here. Looks like up here is a little bit of a fold, but it doesn't look like it's torn, just like maybe a little folded in. Top left corner looks a little bit blunted. This looks like it's torn. Looks like it could be torn through. This looks like it's just a spine tick. This doesn't look like it's torn, but they have one here and one here. There's some damage here, here, and here. You can see, like, right here in the black, there's a little bit of a white spine tick there. Bottom left corner is okay. And the bottom right corner is, you can't tell if it's either folded under or it's blunted, but you still have some scratching right here. So that's what they showed on the images. Obviously, it's only 3 out of the 24. Can't tell what else is there. But they did list these. Black Lightning number 3 from the 1977 series. DC Comics Presents number 17, Firestorm number 2. This, I'm hoping, is actually Firestorm number 2 from the miniseries, the 1978 miniseries. I do have I still have my Firestorm number 2 from the last Midtown unboxing that we saw, where this one had a little, you know, the tear in the back cover. That's still sitting on my desk over there. So hopefully this one is better than that one. Then we have first issue special number 11, GI Combat 1-218, Our Army at War 240, which we just saw, and 249. Our Fighting Forces 122, 136, 137, 139. Know nothing about that. Phantom Stranger number 20. I was excited about that because I think Phantom Stranger is cool. Plastic Man number 20. You know, it's hit or miss. Like, I think Plastic Man is pretty cool, but I like the old Plastic Man. Ragman number 1, which we just saw. I like Ragman. Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter number 1. 2 copy. Well, now I don't know if there's number 1. I didn't do the math. So number 1, I like Richard Dragon series. Number 14, I was wishing it was number 5. I think that's the first appearance of Lady Shiva, but, you know, can't really do anything about that. Shade the Changing Man number 1. That's a pretty cool comic book. Shazam number 5. Don't really care about that. Swamp Thing 82 series, second series, number 1. We saw that one in the image. Weird Worlds number 4, 5, and 7. Don't know anything about those, to be honest. And Welcome Back, Kotter number 1. That, I got to say, I was excited about because I think Welcome Back, Kotter was a very cool TV show. If nobody saw it, that's pretty much where John Travolta got his start in entertainment. Overstreet approximate value is $275. And if we look up here, I won the lot for $30. Paid $59 with the buyer's premium. So $29 buyer's premium added to the $30. So the lot itself was $59 before shipping and taxes. Go back to the invoice. I paid $27.20 for the shipping and handling, $6.03 for taxes. So all in is $92.23. So if you take that, $92.23 divided by 24 books, you get an average of $3.84 a book, which is really not that bad for Bronze Age DC if they are clean and they're not, you know, terribly undergraded like some of the other ones that we've seen that I've gotten from from Heritage so far, which is why I'm always very skeptical of them. But shipping wise, they do package this very well. They use the filament tape, which is a lot more secure than regular packing tape. And they put a lot of bubble wrap in there. And finally, they use painter's tape. I don't think I've ever in my other two I've ever gotten anything with painter's tape. It was always just like cellophane tape, and you know, it just makes things very difficult to get off. This here, you see, it's just a little pull, done and done. Okay. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of bubble wrap. Well, we'll save that and reuse it for something else later on. Take that bag out because we'll use that for bundling up stuff later on. Here's my invoice. Please disregard if paid. You have to pay before you get it shipped. So I don't know how that would work. But here's probably going to be the label, the what do you call it? The thumbnail for this video. We'll save this for later, and we'll get into this. Okay. So here's the Welcome Back Kotter, and it says on the back. Let's see if we can focus. Number 1, foreign residue on FC, front cover. And that is probably this. Now, it kind of feels like it was not residue, but maybe a tape pull or something, because it looks like the cover, you can see, especially up here, the paper was removed. But other than that, it does look fairly good. If you take a look at the spine is very nice. Very, very nice. A little bit of dirt up here. Maybe an absorbing pad can get that off. The back looks pretty clean. Yeah, maybe a little bit of light dirt, and you can see it, like you can see a spine roll on there, but that should be fine. Otherwise, I mean, I'm not a fan. Well, there's also something here. There's gooey stuff here that feels like a little bit like that. So, and you can see actually there's a rectangular outline, so it looks like there was tape on here. So I'll try to get that off. This is going to be the limiting factor right here. This is terrible. That should have been disclosed, but again, if we look at the internals, the pages are okay. They're not white, but they're not brown. The colors are decent. I'm 50-50 on this one. That stuff on the front cover should have been disclosed, because that's not a fine to me, a fine plus or whatever. Then we've got Weird Worlds number 7, Tarzan, Sword and Sorcery cover. I don't know anything about this, and I doubt that this. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to do prices because, like I said, $3.84 is the average for every one of these books. We're not doing any different. The way I do it, I bought a bulk, the whole thing. I just divide everything equally by the 24 books. So every book costs $3.84. So if we look at Weird Worlds on Key Collector, and we will see there's only 2 keys in the whole series, number 1 and number 8, and I did not get either of those, so none of those are going to be keys. This does not have anything on it. Here's Weird Worlds number 5. So we have 7-5. This is another Tarzan. What does that say? Featuring Edgar Rice Burroughs. Okay. Actually, the yellow on both of these, the colors on the cover are really, really nice, and the cover art is really cool too. Then we've got Weird Worlds number 4. And this one also, the orange and the yellows just pop on this cover. Very, very nice. Then we've got. Okay, so then we have. Oh. Okay. Shazam number 5. Now, if you look at this, This is a black cover. I mean, we have a little bit of a crease right here, but it doesn't look like it breaks color. You look at the black cover, there's almost nothing aside from this bottom edge wear and the little chip. That's a tear. Yeah, just a little bit of creasing at the bottom, but look at the spine. You know, you got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or it's a couple more down there. You would expect that these to be so much more blatant on a black cover, but you know, from that might actually press out a little bit and be less noticeable because some of them don't look like they might not be breaking. Some of these littler ones might not be breaking color, so I don't know. Back cover looks really white. That's a really nice cover. The back there's some creasing and stuff going on in the back, but it's not filthy. It's not brown. No tanning. And the interior, look at that. That's a nice white, and the colors just pop. So that's pretty good. Although there is, if you look on the page opposite of the shadow, there is a crease. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right that angle. You could see in the yellow box at the top, there's a crease up there. But I don't think that should be there for much longer. Then we've got Shade the Changing Man #1. Oh, I didn't know. Let's look up Shazam #5 and see if there's anything special about that. I doubt it. Shazam. Nope, nothing there. Of course. I actually did not do any of this stuff when I was, I was looking at the listing. Okay, so this is, if we look at this, corner looks pretty sharp corner. The front corner, the spine side looks pretty good. The top edge looks pretty good. A little bit of wrinkling. It does have, if you can see, right there. Yeah, you can see that little scoop on the spine. It's got a little bit of a stacking curl. Bottom corner, open edge looks really good. The open edge looks really good. The bottom corner of the spine looks really good. The spine itself looks really good. The back cover, we have a crease up here, and we have something here. It feels like a crease and a little bit of a tear, maybe. It is. Come on, focus. Yeah, it looks like a crease. It doesn't look like a tear, I don't think. So, for the most part, the back is okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see in here, but there is some impressions of something on here. Not sure if we'll be able to get the view, but this one, not bad at all. This one I'm actually, especially if I can press this pretty good and get some of the back stuff on the back page out, I'll be very happy with that one. Here's Richard Dragon #14, one of them without a board in a ginormous bag. Here's the second #14. The colors are really nice on that. This one I don't believe is a key of any kind. I think we've passed all of the Bronze Tiger stuff. We'll take a look. So #1, 5, and 18. Oh no, we didn't get to the Bronze Tiger yet. Bronze Tiger was 18. This is 14. And then I'm assuming here's the big one. This is the big. Well, this is one of the three reasons. One of the four reasons why I bought this. Number one was one of the reasons I bought this lot was Shade number one, first appearance of Shade the Changing Man. Second reason I bought this was this first appearance of Richard Dragon, and the first appearance of Ben Turner. And this is just Ben Turner, not when he's Bronze Tiger. That's in number 18. So this one is. Okay, so this one is not that bad at all. The top is a little bit suspect. Got a little bit of a color breaking crease up here, maybe two double crease. The rest of the front edge, the open edge is good. The bottom corner is fairly good. Spine's pretty straight. The spine itself does not show much damage to it. I mean, we have a crease up here, but that I attribute that to everything with the top edge. The back cover, we have something here which might come off. It feels like I should be able to maybe get it off. I'm not exactly sure. But again, the top edge is a little bit rough. But the rest of it is pretty clean. So for, that fall into the fine plus, it could maybe even get into up to a very fine. Not exactly sure once I get doing everything, but yeah, that's a nice one. Then we've got Plastic Man number 20. Again, the colors on this are very, very nice. I do not think there's any key significance in this one, and this is, I'm sure, 1966, I would imagine. Yeah, no, this is not a key. Then we've got, all right, Phantom Stranger number 20. That's just an awesome cover. I love some of these Bronze Age DC books. I don't think this has any key significance either. Phantom Stranger, this is the 1969 series, so we're looking at number 20. No key significance to this one either. Let's take a look at it. Oh, okay, yeah, this is definitely not a fine plus. Well, internally, the pages are okay. The pages are actually pretty white. The front cover is not as glossy as some of the other ones. We have something right here, but that, I don't know if that's an indent with something in there or something on the book. Got a little bit of a tear and a crease, color breaking crease. Got a little bit of an issue here, spine tick here, little staple tears. The spine is a little bit worse for wear all the way through. Bottom corner is okay. We have a color breaking crease here, a little bit whiting on there, but this is just this is just filthy all the way back, all the way around. So, the front cover is definitely going to be the limiting factor, because I think for the most part I should be able to get this cleaned up, because this just looks, I mean, you take a close look, just look at all the dirt in here. That should come off. That's not staining or tanning or anything like that. That's just dirt. So that one's okay. And then we've got Our Fighting Forces number 139. I don't think there's any key significance to this one. Our Fighting Our Fighting Forces, there's only 8, so there's 145, 49. This is what, 139? No, 123 is the last key in that. So this is 139. This is Our Fighting Forces number 137. And this one, this spine looks real bad. all that fading and then all this damage on there. Then we've got 136. And this one also looks very bad. You look at the top, all that color loss up there. There's some color breaking creases. The spine over here. Actually, I never even realized these are all these all feature The Losers, which was actually turned into a movie starring. Oh my God, they had Columbus Short, Idris Elba, Chris Evans. What's the dude's name that played? He played the comedian in Watchmen. Oh my God! Now I have to look it up because I hate not thinking. Yeah, you had not. I think it was Brian Bloom was the bad guy. Losers. Zoe Saldana was in it. Like. Yeah, so you had Idris Elba, Zoe Saldana, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. That's who I was thinking of. Chris Evans, Columbus Short, Jason Patrick. I mean, you got a lot of people in there, and obviously there's a lot of people, but I mean, a lot of pretty big name people in there. I thought it was interesting. I enjoyed the movie itself. So if you're interested in in these books, check out The Losers, the movie. It was never really hailed as a comic book movie or a DC, EU or anything like that. Probably because it was made in 2010, before any of this stuff came out. But here's another Our Fighting Forces number 122. Oh, of course. One more. 123. If I ever got a 123, it would have been the first appearance, the second team appearance of The Losers. And that would have been a bigger book. This is number 249, Our Army at War, number 249, featuring Sergeant Rock. Oh, okay. I saw this beam, and I thought that was a color-breaking crease that breached the whole cover. So this is, what was this? Our Army at War. Let's see. There's a lot of keys in here, but I don't think this is going to be any. 240. No. So this one's not in there. So that's 249. This one was, okay, GI Combat number 218. Yeah, I have no interest in Western or war stuff, to be honest. So these are all just items that I'm going to be just cleaning and pressing and just selling off because I have no interest in them. You can see there's a big issue right there, but for the most part, the rest of the book seems pretty okay. Can't really tell because this bag is very wrinkly itself, so it hides things. So I don't think this has any significance either. GI Combat. GI Combat. All right. Well, I don't think this is the same as the Quality Comics run. But, oh no, it is. Okay. So this is number 218. Nope. This has no significance. First issue special, Codename Assassin. No board. Bag is way too big for the book. Okay. Was this even on the list? I don't even remember. I don't remember this being on the list. I'll have to double check that. First issue special. There's so many other books that I would have preferred in here. But yeah, so this is number 11. I definitely would have preferred number 6? No. Number 8. First appearance of Warlord and Tara Morgan, his wife. First appearance of Demos. And if you don't know them, if you watch the Warlord and Demos appeared in X-Men the Animated Series, not X-Men 97 or whatever the original one, where they went to the Savage Land. If I'm remembering correctly, which I think I am, potentially. It's either that or I'm confusing that with what do you call it? No, yeah, exactly. I'm not. What am I talking about? X-Men. This is DC. This was not an X-Men. This was Warlord and Demos was in Justice League Unlimited when they went when they were flying. It was Supergirl, Stargirl, Green Lantern, and somebody else. And they discovered the hole, and they ventured and went into the land where all that stuff is. I don't know why I was thinking X-Men, but yeah. So here's getting back to the task at hand. First appearance of Codename Assassin. Honestly, I don't even remember this being in the list. I don't remember even mentioning this when we were reading the stuff, but it very well could be. Then we've got Firestorm number 2. This is what we're looking for. This is the third reason why I bought this lot. Second appearance of Firestorm, number 2 in his limited series. And this also, so you can see right here, it looks like there was tape on here. So I'll try to get that off. But other than that, let's see. Top corner looks pretty good, although we'll take a look at the other one after. Bottom corner looks pretty good. Spine corner, a little bit of an issue, a little bit of soft corner. Top is pretty good. If we look at the spine itself looks really good. The back looks pretty white. There's something like right here. I don't know. It feels like I could maybe just get that off. And there's a little bit of something right here. But for the most part, the rest of it, there's a little bit of something right here. But yeah, this looks pretty clean. And if we compare it to the other one, okay, so this cover is a little bit short. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit cut. So this one right here, you can see the 35 cent is cut off a little bit, and the Firestorm logo is a little bit cut off. Yeah, so that's not too terrible. So this I'm definitely happy with. This one I like. Doesn't have any tears. Then we've got DC Comics Presents number 17. This has Firestorm in it too, which is awesome. This one, I'm 99.99% sure has no key significance, but it's a cool book. Then we got, oh my god, holy crap, Black Lightning number 3. There's no real value to this book, but look at the colors. I mean, it looks so much better to the human eye, not going through the camera. This looks so saturated and so dark and just rich. And the colors on the front cover, I mean, you can see in the reflection. Wait, which way did I get it? Yeah. I can't get it now, but yeah, the color is so glossy, and you can feel it, how glossy it is. That's just amazing. Yeah, like I said, there's no real value to this book. And here's the pages, white pages. I mean, it's really nice. I actually have number 2. I have number 2 here, and it's in a Mylar, and I don't think the colors present as well as the number 3. But yeah, I mean, you can see at the top there. Yeah, you can see there's some waviness to it. Maybe a little bit of a little bit of moisture in there, humidity got in there. But other than that, the book is pretty good. So, bonus. I just love when you get a book like this from 1977, and it just looks, and you look at it like, holy crap, that looks so amazing. Then we've got the fourth reason why I bought this lot, and this is Ragman number 1. And the book itself structurally looks really okay. You can see at the bottom, there's a little bit of whiting down here. You can see a little bit of something there. The edge itself, the open edge, you can see like right here, there's like a crease or something right there. But the corners are, you could see the corners. I don't know. It's from where I'm looking, it's all there. But in the camera, okay, yeah, you can see it's just like that little tiny fold that it was folded back. The spine corner looks good. The spine itself looks pretty good. The spine is almost perfectly, well, at the top it's flush, but then it comes a little bit wide down at the bottom. But the back cover, you can see at the top over here, it's dirty, and over here. But I mean, for the most part, and down here, but that's all stuff that could come out. That's all stuff that can definitely be erased and cleaned out and rubbed out, I guess. But that's and now I don't, was that 3 or 4? I don't remember. Well, and here's one more reason. Swamp Thing number 1 from the second series. I always liked this series. This series, when you get into, specifically because you get like 49 and 50, and Annual 2 is all, I think it's 49 and 50. I know 50, I'm not sure if 49 has it as well, but it's where the Justice League Dark comes into play. So, yeah, so 49, you get the, a little bit. 50 is where you get the cover image of the Justice League Dark, and then Annual 2. So this is, like I said, this is Swamp Thing number 1 of the second series, and there's really no real significance to it. It's not Alan Moore yet, so we don't have any of that stuff. The Constantine stuff is all way forward, but that corner does not look that great. It looks like there's a little piece taken out of there, but overall, the spine looks pretty good. The bottom corner looks better. The bottom edge looks good. The side edge, the open edge looks good, and the top edge looks good. The back looks good. So, yeah. Although technically speaking, this is from 1982. I thought the headline said 1970s DC Bronze Age, but whatever. And then the last one is Our Army at War number 240. Again, another one of these where I could care less, which is why we don't even look at them. But it's an interesting cover. I mean, yeah. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with this lot. There is 1 or 2 little things like the Firestorm with a little bit of the tape residue or whatever, and then the Welcome Back Cotter that has the issue up here with the with the tape pull and whatever that is, and then the tape up here, the residue. But other than those 2 little things, I'm extremely happy with the way that this came out. $3.84 each. Well worth it. Well worth it. I definitely enjoyed that. Worst part of it was that it took so long because I got it December 31st. No, when I forget when this was. I do know this was 12/21 is when I bought it. It was just a long time. It took like 2 weeks before they even shipped it. So, okay, this was the auction that started on the 21st, ended on the 23rd of December. I paid for it on December 24th. It didn't even ship out until like January 9th or something like that. I don't remember. But it was like 2 weeks after I paid for it that they shipped it out. But other than that, this one I'm very happy with. And, small little things like this, yeah, I'm going to put it in the feedback that they need to put those types of things in the description, not just put it on the board, because that's something that you need to know. I want to know what you think. What do you think about any of this stuff? Have you ever shopped or tried to purchase anything through Heritage? I know if we look at my thing, I delete them so that I don't see like all the lost lots. But I lose a lot more than I won. I think I'm on like a 4 or 5% win rate. So, but I want to know if you've ever tried that, using them, what your experience was, if you've ever won anything from them, how you felt the experience was with the quality control, shipping times. I know I've always said that I'm not a fan of the double dipping by taking a piece from the seller and a piece from the buyer and then still charging for shipping and handling and all the other shit on top of that. But in situations like this, I think it does make it worth it. Having to deal with the little bit of the extra hassle, of the added fees. But tell me, what did you think of the books that I got, the price that I paid for the lot, and Heritage yourself. And I hope that you were safe, that you still are safe after this big storm that comes across the country. This is going to go up on Wednesday, January 31st. No, not 31st, 28th. So this will be like in the middle of that really cold spell, right after the first snow falls in the central and northeast. So I hope that you're safe. I hope that you have power and all that stuff. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video.